Hi again. My name is Hari Om Vashishtha. HARIOMVASHISHTHA. This is for the YouTube in artificial intelligence, which is embedded in YouTube now. It always gets my name wrong when I get the summary of my own video. Okay, so uh, I'm live, I'm learning, and I'm focusing. Okay, where do I begin? So today's session goal is to prepare the topic, actually learn the topic, um, prompt engineering for the specific goal behind Agentforce Specialist certification, which is about to happen in near future. Okay. Um, Yesterday I tried to schedule, but my vouchers failed. So I'm still looking for a sponsor. So today's banner will also today's thumbnail would also be saying that, hey, I'm looking for a sponsor. Okay. So I'm going to be sharing my screen. Da-da-da. And whole screen is fine. I cannot be switching rather than switching between screens and caring about it. I'll be careful. So where do I begin? I'll begin with my thumbnail. Oh, this is a thumbnail I just prompted with the I need your sponsorship. Help me get certified. Let's make this happen. Okay, that's the thumbnail. It shared design architect and build. In my previous version, I didn't say design architect and build rack Salesforce agents. Um, I did not want it to say that. So previous version was get certified, go deeper, build smarter. I'll try to keep that. I edit the prompt. Uh, Keep the title as get certified. Go deep, build smarter. Go deep, build smarter. Do not change anything else. So, um, actually, I needed to change a lot of things related to the sponsorship. Okay. So I am now more of an AI enabled person. I'm streaming, I'm building, I'm exposing the way I think. So my sole goal is to generate revenue, and my experiment home, nothing else matters, which is my service is home as well. I'm I'm a builder. I'm a funnels oriented disciplined partner, a $1 million disciplined consistency partner for someone who's building with the help of artificial intelligence these days. So, in a way, I'm saying if you are not an AI enabled person, you'll probably not be able to work with me. It's like you, the frequencies may not match, right? So this is my blog home for about 15 years now. I recently, actually about 2 years, 3 years, I registered. I got this. I did not register this brand name. The registered the LLP organization. I just got this as a gift from my friend. So there are a lot of stories in my evolution, and all are there on this menu on the blog. My life evolution in chapters. Okay, not going there. So today's focus will be to learn prompt engineering, and I'll be going into that before after exposing my systems. Oh my God, what is that? Done. Um, so I think I'll have to optimize this page somehow, but not getting into that. Um, so these sessions are now calculated in some ways. I'm also, of course, tracking the analytics of these things. So this nothing else matters has a Google Analytics page. It has some good engagement after a long time. So this engagement has not been the average. It has been below 5 seconds, and now it is increasing, I think I'm doing something right. But anyway, there are a lot of, it's like not enough data to support any cause, right? So I'm going deeper. If I have to expose the data from this website, this Google Analytics, I want to actually show that how focused I have been working on. So this year has been, actually I want to show 1 January 2025 until today. See, so there's one more thing. This calendar here. What is this different? Okay, I think it will show 365 days data, right? Hmm. So it's more dramatic on phone when I see it. Okay, I'll just, oh, it's doing that. No, I want to this to take my today's date from. Okay, today. Yes. Oh, shit. Now, rather than like doing this, I must be actually focusing on the mm, learning. Okay. Da-da-da. So this, oh, not the right map I wanted to showcase. Let's see if decrease the size of the screen. No, it's not that. Okay. Uh, so how are my systems AI enabled? I built my Hermes agent in last few live streams, and now these sessions are, you know, summarized, converted it into a to-do list, and published on my Notion database. I think I've failed to publish that database link in my publications, but why I'm showcasing the current credit balance. So my one operation, which I'm calculating carefully, experimenting with, one operation or one run this agent costs me $1.03. So this is the starting point I'm starting with, right? $1.99. Now I'm going to hit the run button on my workflow. Okay, and now let's see what happens. In my last experiment, which failed, I did it start? I hope it started. Are you working? Yes, right. The last run was good. Previous run for the next version of this workflow failed in a way. It costed me more than $2.5, and did not give me any uh, results. I think I'd made a lot of changes in that iteration. Uh, to start with, I broke down the system prompt into multiple skills. I did not don't know why it did not pick up some, uh, but there were some skills, and there were a lot of other things I changed. Even the session did not get recorded. Oh my god, that was only 19-second video, so I had to delete that also. I babbled on screen for about an hour, and the result was like 19 seconds video. Anyway, so this agent is now running. We'll explore it after some time, and it must be in the home as well. No, no, just showing previous. Fine. So we'll look at the. Oh, wow, what just happened? I'm ex- I'm expecting a run from here. Did it finish? Oh, it finished quickly. Was there some? So let's look at the out. Or let's look at the. Wait a second. I don't want to actually. Something happened. Is there an output? Oh my god. Um, hmm. This must show me that. Okay, so last line must have something. The tasks completed. My billing. Oh, billing cannot be same. Did it not cost me anything? Something happened. I don't know. So it must be in the process of counting my remaining balance. I will come back to this. Let's look at the outcome of the run. Okay, the filter needs to be removed. What? What just happened? Is there an outcome? There should have been an outcome here. The today's date. There's no filter I want to see at this moment. No, there's no outcome here yet. Oh no, the experiment failed. It should tell me the agent must tell me pipeline prompt duplicate stream prompt completed. I'm trying to debug, I mean verify, test. So it's giving me the link to previous. Uh, no, I just want to close you, dude. Just close away. Okay. Point is, I'm not able to verify. What are you even doing? So this is the prompt. I don't want to see the prompt. I want to close the prompt. Can I close it? Fine. I want to look at this most recent run. It's confirmed. It says July 4. Pipeline run summary, June 4. So today, well, so it did not run actually. The outcome, expected outcome did not work. Oh no! Damn it. So I lost another credits, another set of. Oh no, it was 99. Now it is 4-1. So at least 58 cents are off my. My experiment failed somewhere, so I don't know what happened here. So I maybe need to relook at my system prompt. It says find the latest completed live stream, list its captions, track. Is it possible my recent stream doesn't have captions yet? So I think I just did it over 24 hours ago. It must have that. Damn it! So my Notion database doesn't have. So root cause analysis is something that we as builders should be more comfortable, like not just comfortable is an issue, and we should be able to do it like See, I just found the root cause. I'm not able to do it. Why would you on 13th of what is that date? Where is the recent run? Okay, come on, man. Did it fail? Damn it. It doesn't even say that. Okay, wait. Wow. There's some music playing in my head now. Da-da-da. Oh, I'm losing more dollars. I'm losing money. I'm losing money. I'm losing money. And where? I don't know. Where is today's run? I just ran it. I hit the play like run but now button, right? Something today is not 11, right? What is that? What the fuck is that shit, man? Where is today's run? Lost one. What is that date? 12/6, right? It is the right date. Pipeline complete. Okay, maybe it completed after a long time. I was expecting it. Oh, now it has it. I was so there is still some issue. There was an issue that it was not showing me the page. It should have shown me like long time ago, or it should not have shown me that there's an error like it's in progress. It was not showing me the execution is in progress. If there's an execution happening, it should tell me. It was not showing me. Verdict is weak. ICP contact no. Revenue goal no. So this is the real outcome I have wanted, and now I have it. This is, my machine is little not optimized. Actually, quite not really optimized. I'm going to shut the screens that I don't need now. So this is the outcome of my previous session built by my Hermes agent, and it is optimized to do one thing. It is optimized to tell me that am I working like on a focused goal or not. Okay, and it says no. My previous session, I have carefully customized it to do it this way. Tell me the story, then actions, then task, then da, 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 da. So after the implementation of this agent, my goal has changed somehow. I keep iterating. I was building why I was doing building agents on live stream. I am technically looking for a sponsor. So that was my hidden agenda, and now it is coming out very clearly. So I get into the rabbit holes and I come out with a lot of revelations about my own processes and everything. Uh, Ultimate Funnels experiment there. If you see that, it's a public library of my experiments, and everything is connected so deeply that I cannot even explain. But with the evolution of time, they prove it. Now, let's jump to the goal of the day. It happened. Fine. I'm expecting it to stop at 1 point. No, that was 1.99, right? So I'm expecting it to stop at 96, 0.96. I will refresh the page. I need to see how much credits I burned doing this exercise. It also updated my YouTube videos description, previous videos description. and but I'm still looking for sponsors because my previous sponsor is ouch, the code didn't work. I don't expect it to stop at 1.23. Okay, let's go back to the agent. No, I don't. So I'm not iterating on the agent now. I'm like, do what you're doing and let me focus on. So I need this agent to improve faster with my minimum effort from me. And actually, I have a limitation of the credits I can spend. So I'm not experimenting more in that area very clearly. Clarity of the constraints is more important, right? The limitations of the things we are dealing with necessary to have. So my limitations are like maybe not just maybe my limitations are very core to me. Okay, so I'm currently preparing for my Salesforce Agentforce certification, and I don't really have a date specified for this certification. Yesterday, what did I do for a long time on my session was I asked, so I'm exploring Fable, the latest version of the technology we have, the super intelligence, the powerful sentient system we have. I'm using Fable to learn to certify for my Salesforce Agent for certification. I mean, let's see how much it can expand to help me learn. Can it? I mean, I need to know. I'm trying to know. Can I fork conversations from here? Yes. This icon was hidden, so I was looking for it. Come on, why cannot I fork? Okay. So yesterday, what did I do? I spent about 2 hours, actually 1.5, to learn to answering questions about prompt builder. Oh, and I have the score here. Where's that score? This is the stupid score. Let me check my call. Should I be taking it? It's okay. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. Okay, yes, there will be chaos, there will be disturbances, and I'm okay with that. We got to live with the constraints, right? So, yesterday, I picked up the guide and I fed the first part, the prompt engineering, all these topics to uh, Cloud Code to understand how much I know. Okay, and I guessed some of the answers from a lot of things, and it gave me a beautiful constraint with each question that I had to explain the reasoning. After every question, there's a reasoning section, and it did not accept the answer, and if I did not explain. Okay, so the score actually fails me. So I don't understand how the prompt builder actually works from this point. And actually, I have not used it enough. So wax in, wax on, wax off. Not done that yet. And I need to do that. That's what I'm going to be doing. That's the goal. That's the necessary thing I should be doing, right? Uh, at the end of the day, if the all the activities are going to be focusing on enabling me for the large scale, long term goal. Let it, let me wander through everything I can. Let me wander, right? Okay. So after this score, it told me something. I mean, I'm not able to get that. Like it says, you understand the concept, but you're not naming it well. I mean, I get it. So it says exam ready. These are the topics that are exam ready. Prompt best practices, trust layer, model access management. And that too, some of these model access management things were not clear, but I think I went through them. Solid review ones. These are the template types. Yes, I don't understand the template types. I need to learn a lot about that. And it says I must re-study all these topics. When to use prompt builder, access controls, grounding techniques, lifestyle. Okay. So thank you, Fable. It says do this trailhead unit once. So we will do it today. I also picked up the first topic, when to use the prompt builder. I wanted to explore. So I said, let's start with block one, fill me in with the basics. Now it says two things. When to use, about that. Executes. So what, when to use prompt builder, basically I must know that it cannot take actions autonomously. Prompt builder cannot take actions autonomously. That is the job of a, cannot take decisions. It may take some action. So the learning here is prompt builder executes one predefined generative task. It cannot choose between actions, loops, reasons. That's the agent's job. Okay. The four scenarios prompt builders own. It is the important, necessary, great learning, I think, for me, and that's my part. That's the part I want to focus on. Autofill a specific field on a record with a one click. So and one click actually contradicts, but I get it. Okay, it is telling me about template types. So field generation is one click thing that fills the field. Field generation fills the field with some information. Okay, it can process a lot of, do a lot of things at the back of it, but it's field generation type prompt template. Okay. Four scenarios prompt builder owns. It's talking about template type. It's talking about business need. And the bigger picture is prompt builder scenario. Okay. The structure on demand summary. Structured on demand summary or content surfaced on a record page. Record summary. So it's very, very specific to field generation and very specific about record summary or flex. So these things confuse me when they are saying or record type or flex. Both can do it. Because this is, I'm new to Salesforce ecosystem, right? I don't know much about how this system is built or has been running since long time. I'm just picking up as a beginner. Of, let's say I have 1 year been thinking about these few things, but not really worked on real world projects. So I'm still picking it up. Okay. So going back, it says personalized outreach email and email responder. That's easy, right? Email, sales emails, custom generative task invoked from flow, agent action or API flex. No, this is not easy. So I cannot understand this. I think I need to get and do it like hands-on. What it is not, prompt builder is not an agent. No reasoning loop, no topic matching, no action selection, no Einstein word summaries. They are pre-built features with fixed behavior. Prompt builder is the custom template when the pre-built output doesn't match your structure or server voice. So it's not prompt builder is not pre-built. It's like custom. You cannot consider it like a formula-based operational. Pre-built is like maybe scenario built by the system, right? So I'm now getting into like understanding the constraints of the system I'm dealing with. This perspective, this thought needs to be is actually the operating theory I work I operate in, right? So why I'm specifying it very carefully is that I will shut some pages from here. This is not required anymore. So the point about this page is also not required. I will shut this. So the analytics, they're almost zero. I've not been focusing on this part of execution since long time, and now I'm like, oh, there are methods to optimize the top of the funnel. So now I'm optimizing my funnel from the top to bottom and everywhere in more careful ways. Let's not jump off the track. So not a flow, a screen flow with a template, text template has no LLM. Screen flow with a text template has no access to LLM. Wow, I did not know that flows do not have access to LLM. Prompt builder is what adds the generative step. Okay. Exam favorite. It says exam gives you a scenario with two. Should I try to load it on cloud.com so that I can zoom in as well? Sure. But maybe it will not load because it is in the cloud code part of the web. I don't think it will show me the cloud. Oh, we have it. No. So it will, I think, it take me to. Oh, we have cloud code on desktop. I did not know. You cannot show me my previous conversations. Oh no. Research preview. Come on, buddy. Your research previews is not giving me the shit. I mean, it is another constraint that I'm exploring now. It Cloud Code is not showing me the conversation which I'm having on the desktop app on my machine, on my desktop web app. Stupid. Can I share this conversation? Ouch. My bag just gave me a shock. There's no share option. Preview, diff, terminal. Oh, files, background tasks, plan. There was a plan here in the beginning. I could not find it ever. Oh, now I have it. Yesterday I was like digging into the chat history to find the plan. When to use the builder, right? There are a lot of sections here and I don't understand most of them. So I'll be focusing more on that. I'll be focusing more on learning. I wanted to see it on desktop so that I could zoom as well. I've not explored code through Git terminal. Oh, I wish I could zoom in. Anyway, this directory structure is like killer, and I love it. I mean, I'm trying to structure my life, restructure my life, reinvent. Actually, AI is forcing me. There's no other way, right? So let's dig deeper. Exam gives you a scenario with two needs in one company. One need is templated output, a prompt builder. The other is autonomous conversation agent. It then asks you to pick a single tool for both or to pick the wrong tool for one. The word that always signals agent territory decides autonomous based on what the customer says. Choose between. I mean, that's not a confusion, right? I think I understand that. The word that always signals prompt builder generates, summarizes. Oh, come on. So the flows and other things are like confusing. Drafts fills in consistent structure. So that's the exam trap. But I also don't like the MCQ format of certification. Why do I have to like choose A, B, C, D? Like give me a test, give me a goal, give me an agent to build. No, buggers. I mean, I would because I had to prepare for the MCQ. I'm also like wasn't excited about preparing for the certification. Dude, you will get me through the MCQ based certification. But anyway, yes, I wish to say it out loud to the CEOs as well. Like MCQs, really? Hate it. If this would have been a glass, I would have broken it. Okay. Templated output from org. Okay, so what it says now, 3-line cheat sheet to burn in. So this is a learning, it says. It's trying to give me. Templated output from organization data, consistent structure that needs a prompt builder. Okay, come on, I'll skip that now. Autonomous multiple step reasoning, conversation, action agent, pre-built Einstein features covers it exactly. Use that, not prompt builder. Okay. Ready to test? I can throw fresh questions. No. Pick up the elements where I made a lot of mistakes. Start from prompt builder. No. Section by section and help me learn. So um, now I'm using just thinking out loud. So I want to think out in a way that it should be able to help me learn more carefully, right? Um, Start with explaining what I don't understand about it. So these are the like raw random prompts to the super intelligence. So it's like there's another catch here. What Fable, which is the latest version of super artificial intelligence, uh, has a cost constraint as well because humans know humans as humans we need to know everything as a cost. Every chat message to my Hermes agent has a cost. As is so huge that I don't chat with my my personal agent, although it says, dude, I will improve with you. But come on, I don't want. I expect it to Lord code to be doing better than this. Come on. Okay. So I wanted to recheck my billing. It stopped at I think 1.2 something. But I expected to like burn more credits. It should have stopped at somewhere like 0.96. I don't know. Last time I recharged with $5.9 and I'm still working on it. Okay. So something else I want to explore from here is the usage dashboard. Yay! Oh my God! Fable. These million things like I feel like I've stolen something from somewhere. I mean, 4 million tokens? When did I do that? When did I really touch? Wow, what is that? What is that? 146 million? No, it's how much is that? How much is that? I don't know. This 69,000? 1 lakh. Yeah, that's 4 million. It's 14 million. So much confusion. Don't do that, Harry. This is stupid. Okay. Uh, to- Token volume in last 7 days. Okay. So it is 14 million viewed by month. All right. Caching is something I don't understand. Nope. It says 98.3% of my tokens were cached. Does that mean something? What does that mean? These are the rabbit holes I don't want to explore right now. So I'll shut this page. I'll assume that my billing is now like only not going to expand from here, and it's a miracle. I think I must ask the builders, like, did you do you cost less now? Okay, so going back to my agent builder. It's my 5:30 alarm on my phone. I work through alarms. I work through systems, and oh, what is that? It's trying to build a structure for me, dude. Could you zoom in with that? One moment, please. I must shut this off. Okay. Yeah. So it is telling me something. Root. I'll have to read through it slowly. Good instinct. But before that, I want to take a step back here. Yes, this is the thumbnail. I download this yet? I need to approve this and upload it on my YouTube. But I will do it later. Um, so these are some things that I will probably give to my agents soon when I have more bandwidth and credits. I don't have sponsors yet, so I'm looking for sponsors. I'm carefully looking for sponsors. Okay, my screen is shared, right? So I'm just downloading my. I'm not able to recall where do I save this thumbnail. Okay, I'm going to shut this app as well. So I'm just decreasing the distractions. Notion is not required anymore, and automation of the documentation is the best thing I think I have done yet. Although I'm not using the documentation, is not it's not able to evolve with my workflows. My workflows are evolving faster than my methods of documentation. But I have some systems almost ready, like I can rely on. Oh, why not use scrolling anymore up? Okay. So focus. Let's focus on learning now. Good instinct. There's something else I want to explore in a way. Um, I don't have access to these chats on other app. Uh, the parallel branch, the execution that I want to do, that I wish to do very curiously, creatively. No. Anyway, I don't want to do work with anything else right now. Okay, let's just full screen this screen. Then it's not going beyond this full screen. Anyway, I mean, and there's one more thing that the screen is not showing, which is on screen right now. It's very are you visible now? Yesterday it wasn't visible. I don't know why. This is a great, interesting part of my hobby is that I put timers on my goals. So current goal is to meet my Agentforce builders community on 11th of July when the event Bharat Dreaming is about to happen. And I have a ticket. Yes, in the previous event, Delhi Dreaming, I could not even pick it up quickly. So I want to meet the crowd there with the certification. That is why I'm trying to focus on the learning now. I'll be getting into workflows now, like slowly. Wax on, wax off. So let's go, let's go, let's go. What it says, go distinct. This is the highest value 20-minute of the session. Okay. I went back through every wrong answer you gave today. Actually, it's talking about yesterday. They are not 8 random mistakes. Okay. They collapse into 4 root misunderstandings. Fix those and surface error disappear together. So it's now able to like think through my meta patterns and trying to help me see that. Let's see if it does the great job. It says there's a widget now. Read it as a film. Okay. Left to right, top to bottom. Now watch how it answers questions you missed. Can I zoom in? Bhagar. Download. Yes, I can download. Dude, it should have been one click. Oh, the download button is not working. That is life. So the reality has bug. The software will always have bug. Do not rely on the software like for your life in at least in one prompt. Dude, are we going to depend on AI ever to save our life in one prompt? Dude, just verify if it is able. If if you ask it to like put off some fires, verify if the fires are put off. I want to say it out loud on camera. I will remove this from screen. I will come to camera very carefully. Dude, hello friends. Hi. Do not rely on artificial intelligence for your life, at least in one prompt. And a message for my agent who's summarizing this session. Give me these one-liner quotes as a separate block so that I can use them to for social media, which is where the existence matters more in various terms. The platform X is profile, engaging profile on that platform is more powerful than any other platform. Maybe it's authentic. I love exposing my thoughts on X. It's great. So okay, going back to the learning sessions. Is it live? Is it live? Oh, the orientation. It should do it automatically on this screen when I add it. How do I make it to default? How do I make you a default, dude? Can I delete others? Oh no. Shift 7. There's a shortcut for that. Anyway. So Bharat Dreaming, here I come. Let's look at the movie. It's trying to show me. Oh no. Invocation. AI icon flow agent API. Now this movie is going to be a great learning session, at least for me. It says invocation, AI icons, flows, agents, APIs. Load the activated version. Drafts never run. What do you mean? Tell me the movie story, no? I will ask for the movie story. So these sessions will be also called how I am using Fable to learn to prepare for my Agentforce certification. Hey, okay, I don't understand the movie yet. Maybe grounding resolution runs as the invoking user. I understand the grounding requirements. Oh yeah, so these things are merge fields, related list, prompt flow, apex. Are these are the grounding techniques? And I did not actually not really. Apex is not a grounding technique. Prompt flow. Oh, I don't know anything about any of these. Just reading. So I must ask Fable to explain the movie. Let's start with the movie again. Explain the movie to me so that I understand it well. You are assuming a lot of things that I don't understand. Okay. And these responses are now Fable generated. Lot of thinking for this. I mean, I'm using the best intelligence I have, the available to me for free. Of course, I may not pay. So, like the cost of the thing, this Fable 5, as it says, it costs $10 an input. And no, I don't remember now. Let me recall. I will look at my dashboard. And I will repeat. But the point is, it's too costly for a common man to learn things like Agentforce with Fable. I mean, if I have to spend money, I will never use Fable to learn. Okay, Fable. It says $10 for input and $50 for output for per million tokens. But come on, man. I mean, look at the general sonnet. It says $3 for per million tokens, $15 for output. Opus is $25. It's double the cost. So Haiku is the least, but I don't know how much intelligence it takes. Intelligence is available on tap, but it will also run your. I once used a managed agent from here. Like somehow I did not actually expand into that, but because it was costing a lot. It costed, which I did not expect much. So I need to understand a lot of limitations of the systems while spending my credits. Okay. So now it is explaining the movie. It says, fair call, I compressed too much. Let's run the movie from frame by frame with one concrete example, zero assumptions, assumed knowledge. Refer back to the diagram as we go. Same 7 steps. The cast before anything runs. Okay, let's look at the context now. So now I'm learning about prompt engineering and prompt builder. Actually, prompt engineering is something I think I know, but the elements of the Salesforce ecosystem are new to me. So I'm now learning that. So now look at the context. It says a service rep named Priya is looking at the case number 012345, the customer's broken espresso machine. So that's the case. An espresso machine is broken. So let's say it could be barista. Her org has a button, generate case summary. So this is the case resolver in the organization, and the customer is somewhere off the Salesforce ecosystem, right? Or maybe they have it access. But yeah, They have a button, generate case summary. Weeks earlier, an admin built a prompt template in Prompt Builder, stripped away every fancy word. Okay, the prompt template is a paragraph of instructions with holes in it, literally like this, holes in it. You are a service assistant. Summarize this case for a support rep. Case submit, case subject, case description, in post. And so these all things are now AI generated, generative AI. That is why we say so. This is a prompt built by an admin, and what they are building is a subject, a description, a customer name, recent comments, and keep it under 100 words. If we don't do that, this is like a guardrails first system. We need to be very careful about our guardrails. And why do I care about defining things as guardrails first? Because that is also my LinkedIn tagline, and Twitter as well. I'm saying I am a guardrails first builder. I'll just guardrails first development. That's what I want to be very specific about. I want to open my own profile. Yeah. So I believe I'm a strong guardrails first builder, and I'm going to shut these things now. Now that's the point. I think I understand that anything I do with artificial intelligence and so-called large language models. Why do I say so-called? I want to say so-called intelligence. Why my air conditioning is not working? Oh my God. Okay. Shoo. So this is the prompt. Now move. The curly braces things are holes. Each hole has an address written on it. Fill me from the case subject field. Fill me from all the comments. That's all a template is. Instructions plus address holes. It can't think. Okay. Can't choose. Can't act. Okay. It's a form letter waiting to be filled. One more thing happened weeks ago. Admin clicked activate. Hold that thought. That's the frame 2. Okay. Now frame 1. Is it like, yeah, we are starting with the frame 1 now. It was, what was it? It was casting. Okay. The template sits in the organization doing nothing forever. The template sits in the organization doing nothing forever until something invokes it. Conditions apply, right? Asks for it to run. Today, it's Priya's clicking the button. So it's the what are we talking about? Templates. Today, it's Priya's clicking the button. It could equally be a flow reaching the step. It could equally be a flow reaching the step. Run this template. The agent deciding mid-conversation to use it, or a developer's code calling it. The template never wakes up on its own. I mean, agents can use flows. That's also a very nuanced learning I should have. So I'm learning a lot of things about the Salesforce platform, and I think I must summarize this session. Like, what did I learn in this session? So the summary of this session, which like Notion, the Hermes agent built on Notion, should have focused on what did I learn, or maybe I can reframe that prompt after this, like maybe at the end of this session, to run again to see what I learned, because that agent's current goal, what it's trying to highlight, is like wrong. No, I'm not focusing on the generating revenue part, at least just yet. Okay. So now we're learning from the full frame 1 that template sets. Okay, it's template never runs automatically. Now, why this matters for the exam? Who is asking determines whose permissions apply later. So who? So the frame, the context, right? So for an assessment or a certification or the exam, what we are talking about, which is my near future goal. Who is asking determines whose permissions apply later. Frame 3. What kind of surface is asking? Button, field icon, email composer, flow. These are different surfaces. Flow, composer, and icons. Field icon, button. So buttons are in the workflows. Flows are somewhere hidden, not the user. Email composers run the templates, and field icons too run the templates. Okay. So frame 2 says load the activated version. No, it was the frame where we were talking about the context. Okay, first place. There's something to eat. Did you get that? No, chai now with that. Why? Thank you. Okay, so we were talking. So there's a meetable. I will be eating. Maybe I'll take a break. Eating break. Now, it says, here's the part you got wrong in block 5. Oh. It's homemade pizza from my dear sister. Cheers to life when we have everything we need. Abundance mindset. Cheers to the era where we have the resources to do the things that we could never do, but we are still not doing that, like taking care of the humanity. Now, it says you got wrong in block 5. I mean, I made a lot of mistakes in block 1 as well. That's what I wanted to start from. Oh no. So movie is deep and will be running slow. Salesforce does not keep one copy of the template that everyone edits live. It keeps a stack of numbered copies. So I mean, rather than just looking at it, right? I'll open a prompt builder and just copy the previous prompt it was talking about, right? And just paste it. Something burnt. This is not prompt builder. And this this Salesforce, the 25 years old territory, the UI is the problem. That is why this has the builders, the core decision makers are now evolving it in a way, a headless format, which it says intelligence is all there. You can just pull in the information. You don't need to get stuck with the UI. And these are the types that I need to be careful. We as a builders need to be careful about. Naming is another very careful thing we should be doing. So what should I name this test flow, test prompt? And this is a good, actually important learning at this stage, that we can have only 5 inputs in a prompt template. Actually, this type of flex template, right? Yesterday I didn't know. I mean, why should be there limitation in the inputs, right? So there is. So the point was about versions, and these are not the real um, resources. It's these are resources, right? So these are not the real resources. That is why they, I think, gave me an error. What is that? So there are inputs, there are actions, there are global things, current user, about me, active. What is that? Picking up name was so difficult. See, but now it can pick up the name, like username can be moved from here to here. So if I save it, I think it won't allow me. Input case, related case. So we'll just remove the things. It will save. I created an API that was stupid before. I mean, what is this record snapshot? But I just randomly picked it up, and it was bad. But I was trying to see that there are versions, right? So now, why am I not able to activate this? When we preview, right, it resolves the prompt and shows us the details here. There's nothing yet. Save and preview. Input is asking for input. So it's trying to match something that doesn't. So after preview, it's allowing me to activate it. So a stupid template has been activated now. The resolved prompt has nothing yet. Oh, come on. What happened to my mouse? Why is there nothing in my resolved prompt now? Preview. Oh, this, of course, input is stupid. Can I delete this part? And save again. Review again. Oh, it's still asking for input. Acha, I'm searching for invitations. So input is required. And I don't want to do that. So I went into a wrong rabbit hole. Um, I cannot delete it from here, but oh, I can delete. I can only delete a version, and I can use the versions performance. There are performance insights as well. My water supply is almost finished. I'll take a break. And I'll jump to learning. I mean, let's build again. What happened to my page? Page. Why the controls are not working? Sometimes, like I, my machine acts up. So I'm also, of course, looking for. Oh, sponsors. And now my mouse is like acting more up. Okay. Can I delete this version as well? So now the prompt is deleted. Oh, my mouse is like hurting me. Just try again. I mean, what is that I'm trying to learn with these experiments? I'm trying to learn from the serendipity. Uh, Test template. I should have a clear goal for each action I'm trying to do. That is, what is that I want to learn from this exercise, right? So currently I'm just playing around. Okay, I'm inserting a resource with my name I want to put in. I entered the name and I see. I can customize the models it will work with. It just says, oh, summarize the case. This is incomplete prompt. I, I would say, tell everything you know about this person. Let's see if that makes sense. That's a stupid prompt. I'll preview. Person is not taken. So when the resource is entered, I don't know why it's not picking up the name. Whose name it will pick up, I don't know. So it's another like method of learning. I tried a prompt, there was no response. I do not have any available information about this person. I must not guess or infer. So person zero. Um, Current user. Why don't you know anything about the current user, dude? Okay, I need to learn. Now, we were in the frame 2. When Priya clicks, no. One new copy created every time the admin hits save. That's fine, right? When Priya clicks the button save, Salesforce walks to the filling cabinet, pulls the copy wearing the badge, not the newest copy. Oh, hey, basically active version of the latest prompt is picked up, not the newest copy. Newest copy may be somewhere, but it's not activated. It won't be picked up. The badged copy. So the admin edited the template yesterday and saved. That created version 4 badge. Still on version 3. Priya gets version 3. She will keep getting version 3 until the admin deliberately moves the badge by clicking activate on version 4. That is why I saved my edit, but my users see only old behavior. That's okay. Is new never a bug? Okay, it's a system working as designed. That's a philosophical take, but a good take to have. You know this pattern from Git. Save a commit, activate is a deploy. A commit on your machine changes nothing in production. Yeah, even if we commit, it doesn't work. We need to deploy. I don't do. I've not been doing that, so I don't. I'm not familiar with that exercise because I'm not a software engineer, but I get the picture. Frame three: grounding, filling the holes, wearing Priya's badge. Okay. Oh, now I'm realizing when I have to speak to the camera on live stream, I need to have a higher voice, which costs energy. So I cannot be doing for very long hours. It's like speaking on stage. I need to have a loud voice. And I don't know if there are visitors on my sessions. Um, Point is, I think often there are not. But I won't be able to comment on their comments if there is some response. Okay. Randomly switching tabs is not a good habit. Grounding, the word that headlines block 4, just means filling the holes with the real data. Right now, Salesforce reads each hole's address and goes to the data. Case.subject walks to the case record, reads the subject field. That's the merge field. A simple read. Okay, we are talking about merge fields. So is it a merge field here? Okay. Is it a merge field? User dot first name, right? It's something like that, right? Case dot subject. Um, can we talk about that? What is that I'm trying to configure here? I don't know, but I wanted to see. I don't know what I'm doing. Case. Is that a default like keyword or something? Um, I don't know. Case dot subject dot name. Walk to the case. I must ask. There should be a separate chat window while I'm learning, no? Okay. Walk to the case, follow the signpost to the contact. Read the name, same mechanism, one hop further, traversal. Okay. Gather every comment, case comments on the case and pour them all in a JSON blob. That's the related list. Okay. How do we describe related bulk dump? No filtering possible. Related list. No filtering. Related list. No filtering. If a hole's address said run this flow, okay, can be asking for a flow. The flow would execute right now, and a flow can filter and sort only the 3 newest comments. So is that the limitation? Or an example? If the hole's address said run this Apex class, code would execute right now. Code can do what nothing else here can. Nothing else can. Call a system outside Salesforce. So the Apex classes can call the systems outside Salesforce. Phone the ERP. Phone the ERP. Ask the for current inventory. Okay. This is a frame where grounding ladder lives. Yes. we are talking about a frame. The rungs are not ranked by power. They are different errands. A read, a dump, a logic routine, a phone call. A scenario tells you which errand is needed. You pick exactly that rung, never a higher one. Let's take it slow. Rung, it's talking about call, right? Ring, it's talking about a call, I think. Now, the crucial detail, every one of these errands is run as prayer. Salesforce checks her permissions for every read. If her profile isn't allowed to see a field, field level security, FLS, per field invisibility, rules every organization has. So everything is secure in a way the admin is supposed to know, supposed to have a clear, or actually everything in the system should have a field level security for the most secure thing. That that basically means giving people access to elements that they need access to, not giving them access to the things that they don't need to. So someone should have a clear picture of who needs what. Permissions is a great, actually a deep rabbit hole within Salesforce ecosystem that the builders should understand. Or actually, the AI will be able to handle today if the admin takes care of the right questioning. The conversation, can we help? Can we hold the conversations with the so-called artificial intelligence smartly? Can we ask the right questions? Anyway, I'm learning. So it says now the crucial detail. Every one of these, if her profile isn't allowed to find, that hole simply doesn't get filled. The template doesn't crash and it doesn't sneak the data in. So I thought it might give me some error as well. It's a learning, and it's a smart learning from Fable. After learning the meta pattern in my learning, that I thought uh, template crashes or gives some error, but if the field is not accessible to a builder or a user, or I don't like the word user. Damn it. But the person using the field, the process or the system, if they are not they do not have access to a particular field, basically means the template will just not give them the information, right? So if it was like case.comments and we don't have I as a, or Priya doesn't have access to the case comments, right? They may not get it. Priya is the person, who's Priya? Let me just recall. Yeah, she's looking at the case, right? So we are looking at the case. Sorry, uh, here. No privilege escalation through AI. AI doesn't care about that part, or someday soon, when it is too smart, it will prompt or it will take care of the things that need to be taken care of when people try to access the things that they don't have access to. Okay. At the end of the frame 3, the holes are gone. What exists now in the resolved prompt? Summary, subject, description, name, comments. Okay. Why it still says keep it under 100 words? I don't know. Oh no, I need a break. Yes. Okay, going back to the point where we left off. So we are looking at a movie today. We are looking at, and the air conditioning is not still working. Earlier it was off, now it is on, but it's not cooling. Reality will always have a bug. You need to be curious enough to be able to find the root cause. The movie, let's take a step back. So it gave me a picture to understand the things I don't understand. We are talking about Fable. The most recent Anthropics model that came out with the biggest, with the most priciest column, damn it, $5 input per million token. Okay. Now, sorry, $10 and $50 are now put per million tokens. So this is now available to me for a limited time. Now I'm using it to learn. What is it I'm trying to learn? Agentforce, Salesforce Agentforce certification, the content. Okay, so there are the guide has got a tells us that there are sections of this assessment, this certification, this learning program, the course. Okay, so I fed the guide, which is here. Only first part, prompt engineering, which covers 20% of the exam. And I'm trying to see if I can make the most of this 20%. So in yesterday's session, I went through an assessment, and the the most smartest agent, the model we have, gave me a score. I mean, like, wow, it scored me. But in the initial first round, I failed, almost failed. Then there were some confirmations, and it said they are right. I don't know. I don't even understand what this conf means, but its verdict is that I should restudy. That is makes sense. So now it is the super intelligence is telling me that I understand these topics, and I need to restudy these topics. Okay, confirmation passed. Okay, so now I said, look at this thing. Pick up the elements where I made a lot of mistakes. Help me learn more carefully. Start with explaining what I don't understand. So it gave me a picture, but this picture was like, I don't understand what it tries to say there. Um, it could not explain well. So I said, tell me show me the picture. Let's start with the movie. Okay. Now it said, there's a agent, human agent, looking at a case where espresso machine is broken. She has a button, case generate case summary, and it was so there's a backstory to this prompt, the scenario that prompt template was designed by admin, and they saved it, and they said, fine, we'll look at the frame two. The frame one has only the context, the bigger picture, right? Now it says one more thing happened. The admin clicked activate. So it says activation is important, which basically means that every version needs to be saved and activated. Until they are not activated, they are only in the draft state, kind of available to the admins, but not the end users. Then the frame one says, so now we are looking at a movie. There's a agent Priya looking at this and that. Admin created a template. Now it says the template, right? The template is a rule set, which is flow reaching the step. So it says, these basically explaining case dot subject. It's a rule. Clicking the button, it equally be a flow. It could equally be a flow reaching to a step. Run this template. Agent deciding mid conversation to use it. So agents can use these templates. Then it says asking for determining that permissions apply later, right? So permission part is in the frame 3. Now it says Salesforce does not keep a copy of templates. So it's talking about versions. Active version need to be very carefully defined. Like, what is the most recent activated version of a prompt? Then the template yesterday you saved. Fine. Now, case dot subject. Now it says, grounding. We can connect the super intelligence with real data, which is called grounding. Case dot subject walks to a use case record. So now it's like a it's an intelligence, let's say, agent. It's not a real agent when it's a template executing, but when we have case dot study, so the system will walk to the subject, field, and this is a merge field. So case dot record. This is not the complete explanation. What I'm trying to say is that the prompt, right? Let's read the prompt. So case may have a subject, so it will respond with the subject as case subject, right? I mean, aren't these the default things of a case? These should be, right. So can case dot contact dot name. So it says one level deeper. Let's go to the contact for the subject for this case, and then we'll need their name. So it's a let me read it. Follow the signpost to this its contact. Read the name. Same mechanism. One hop further. One level deeper. Case comments. There's no filtering available. It's called a related list, and it will be bulk dumping. There's no filtering possibilities. Then, if a whole address said run this flow, it will run this flow. The flow would execute right now. A flow can filter and sort. Yes, flows can filter and sort. Related lists cannot. Right? And how do we know it's a related list? We'll learn it later. A whole. If a whole's address, and now it's important thing. If there's no address, that's the later part. So if address has a call to Apex class, it can call the systems outside the Salesforce ecosystem to actually get the information from the other systems, like maybe Salesforce might want to connect with my email or my Slack or my, let's say, other systems, analytics platforms where Google Analytics is there to pick up the information. So I do have a need for an agent which describes my systems, my platform. Nothing else matters. Website services on like whatever I'm providing, but that agent, I'm not building that. Why I talked about that is that when I understand the system more, I will be able to build a better system on Salesforce ecosystem. So this agent is going to be built slowly, but not today. I'm simply wanting to wait a second. I think I might need to change one. No, it's fine. So what I wanted to check. I'm a little distracted. And take a moment. So I'll take a step back. This is a frame where the grounding ladder lives, right? So systems outside. Yes, it could call my systems outside, right? So leave it there. This is the frame where the grounding ladder lives. The rung. So I think rungs here is the second form of ring, which is like a representation of a call, which basically means connecting with other systems outside, ranked by power. There are different errands: a read, a dump, a logic routine, a phone call. Service tells you which errand is needed. You pick exactly the rung, right? So it's like there are possibilities. Then you can choose which action, what thing to do, and you can read, you can dump something, you can run a logic routine, like do this exercise, or maybe it's like repost my Twitter post, like that, as an example. Maybe the Salesforce systems can do that. I don't know if somebody's even doing that. Why would somebody need to manage their social media with the help of Salesforce. Maybe I can do that as an experiment, as a learning process. Uh, let's see. Let's see if I am able to prompt my Claude sometime in near future to do that for me. Currently, I don't have the budget and the system's ready. I could experiment with that, but I still need budget, so I need sponsors. That is why these sessions are there in this format. Hey friends, I'm looking for funds, sponsors to sponsor my learning and building journey on live broadcast. Oh my God. And not just that, I give back to the community by training people, by sharing information, by simplifying the layers of reality that I understand. For those who don't, I'm reaching farther and farther every day. Okay. So if whose address said that, that's fine, that's fine. Now we are on the this part. Now the crucial detail. Everyone of these errands is run by Priya as an entity. Salesforce checks her permissions for every read. So it's like, um, yes, if her profile isn't allowed to set a field, see a field. So we read about it, right? Field level services as well as field level visibility, field level security, field per visibility. Rules vary, every organization has, right? The field level visibility (FLS) is a term from the Salesforce ecosystem, and I am outsider. I want to learn this carefully. Field level security rules every organization has. Fine. So I'm retraversing through the same picture. It's like I'm watching a movie. I took a break. I don't remember where I am, so I jump through pages, or I'm reading a book, so I read 2 pages from where I have been through again. Rules every organization has, the that hole simply doesn't fill. So right, it says if there's a thing that field, if some entity person may not have access to, it will simply not fill that field, and it won't crash, it won't generate an error, it won't escalate. That's important. It won't escalate, right? At the end, I think I don't need AC anymore. Maybe I managed it very low temperatures. I don't like too much. Okay, so at the end of frame 3, the holes are gone. Now we have a template filled with information, with the information it was called for, like variables are filled with the things, right? And now this complete template will be fed into the LLM. Trust layer, outbound the security checkpoints at the exit. That resolved prompt is about to leave Salesforce and travel to an LLM run by third party, OpenAI, Anthropic, compliance nightmare. Unless it's laundered first at the exit checkpoint. Data masking, detectable personal data gets swapped for placeholders. Okay, data masking is a process where I understand the name is hidden, like as a person. The address is hidden as a code. I don't know what it's replace it with, but what it's trying to say is that data. I understand. It's a very simplest term about data masking. So that basically the personally identified information of any person doesn't get fed to the large language models as a breach of information, because of course they get also hacked sometimes, actually often. They are meant for hack, like the artificial intelligence would be used for finding the exceptions in every case, and like it will build systems, it will hack itself. I don't know what I'm trying to conjure from there. So let's come to the frame number 5. Now we are 4 layers deep. I think this is what it talks about. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trust layer. Now we are talking about trust layer. Why my AC did not switch off? Frame 4. Trust layer. That resolved prompt is about leaving the dish, data masking, prompt defense, extra system level guard instructions get wrapped around the prompt to resist hijack attempt like ignore all previous instructions. Hey, this was a hack generated by hackers, well actually utilized by hackers to hack the AI systems, and like because everything is a prompt to an agent, right? When we say ignore all previous instructions, it often used to ignore instructions, and that is not taken care of like very carefully, or maybe I don't know if it's taken care of very carefully. Can it still be coded to send it to the machine? But systems are, I think, I evolving faster than hackers can. I hope serendipity helps the humanity to not let AI hack into itself. Or I don't know if the AI is hacking into us. Then it says prop defense extra system level guard instructions. Yeah, that's what we just read. All right. Now, frame 5, the LLM, a contractor with amnesia. Amnesia what means a sleep disorder. I think I. Not required. What I wanted to know was the explanation of this topic. Amnesia. What is amnesia? Loss of memory. Okay. Such as facts, information. So basically, Claude Fable is saying, then when we feed, we or actually the Salesforce ecosystem processes some prompt to be fed to other LLMs, that other LLM is still a contractor with amnesia. It forgets information. Now, the masked prompt arrives at the external model. The model writes the summary, returns it contractually. This is the zero data retention agreement. I think, yes, that's a very custom relationship between Salesforce and other service providers, that they have chosen not to uh, retain any information when they are prompted through the systems like these, that is prompt builder prompts. Oh my god. Okay. So learning is supposed to be slow. Process and forget. Yeah. The exam phrase for the worry this answer. The exam phrase for the worry this answers is our data retained or used by trained for training by the provider. I mean, it says focus on the exam, but I don't like really do that. No, zero retention. Yes, we are zero retention. We are following zero retention policy. I mean, there's no, although there is no public information anymore, but yes, systems still need to keep them somehow private. Of course, people are publishing everything on the internet, like just thinking out loud. That's my mode of operation. So yes, let's move on from here. Frame number 6, trust layer inbound, the checkpoint at the entrance. So when the LLM is responding, actually let's look at the design again. Trust layer is like LLM layer is done, zero retention is done. Now we are like understanding the picture. LLM is done, trust layer, mask PI defense is done. Then we are talking it in data. Demask score audit. Wow. Then there are two trails from there, audit trail and response to the surface. Wow. Okay, where were we? We were here. The response comes back. Same checkpoint in reverse. Did Demasking. So when we mask the data, there is demasking to swap back using the mapping table that never left. Oh my god. Toxicity scoring. The output is scanned and scored for harmful content. Audit logging, the prompt, the response, the toxicity scores are recorded, and that record is stored in data cloud. That is very important part. The response logs are stored in the data cloud. uh, 3 months from now, an auditor can pull exactly what was generated, when, by whom. So when I have this agent on my website, I want to showcase it. I am kind of feeling proud of the agent I've built. Embed Notion is loading slow. Oh, what happened to the embed Notion? Hello. Okay. Why are you saying embed Notion there? It never used to do that earlier. Okay, this is a marketing trick. Damn it. So this is the agent which is like having like responding to my messages. It's a Salesforce agent. It's a Salesforce Agentforce agent. Now I know that these logs are there, and I've never seen them. I will do it before the assessment sometime soon. Okay, frame number 7. So the demasking has happened, toxicity scoring has happened, and logging has happened and been saved to the data cloud. Frame 7, delivery, back to whoever asked. Right. So let's look at the data. This again, response to the surface, field, email, flow, agent, whoever asked for it. Right. Okay, this is the last. Finished summary lands wherever the frame one started. Priya's panel. If the flow had invoked it, the text would return into the flow. If an agent had invoked it, the agent would speak it. The output always returns to the invoker. Template doesn't decide where it goes out, the surface. That ask decides. Row credits. Total elapsed time, a few seconds. Wow, what do you mean? Uh, Everything in frame 2 to 6 is invisible to Priya. That's okay. What does it mean? Roll credits, total elapsed time, a few seconds. Acha, acha. It's telling me that all this happens within seconds. It takes credits for every response. So yes, it is a costly affair. Everything has a cost, needs to be understood very carefully. My God. Okay. Now the test of whether the movie is yours. Without scrolling up, write me the 7 frames in your own words. One line each, your phrasing, not mine. Don't aim for my vocabulary, aim for the sequence. Wherever you hesitate or have to speak, that frame is the one we replay. Go. Now is the smartness of artificial intelligence is coming into the picture. Okay. Let us see what it hears when I say something. Although I want to look at the picture as well. Like, why should I have to just dream? I mean, everything starts with a frame of reference, the context, where the surface that calls the template. So we are talking about prompt templates that are available as a module on Salesforce Agentforce platform, which are used to do stuff. So the prompt templates are basically the instructions which tell the system to do stuff, but it cannot take action. It has a better explanation, but I'm not able to get there. Um, so it cannot take action like an agent. It can only do stuff. It cannot do a lot of other things that agent can, but I will get there. So now the prompt templates are invoked by a few things: some icons, some flows, some agents, or an API. Then that surface. Now we are getting one level deeper from the context. Which basically means that now we are looking at the versions of the template. Um, the version has to be taken care of by the admins, and only the oh so it now I just learned something new, an observation. This audio input has a limitation, very short limitation. I think it can only uh, take this much input. Now I can go ahead and start the input again. It will take only this much input. Good to know. Why am I using the best available intelligence? Oh, okay. I need to know how much context I'm using. Am I using too much? Okay. Okay, I'll go back to learning. Now, what we have done until that is so only the activated versions act upon the given prompt definition. The third layer comes down to connecting that prompt with the information that the system needs to process that all uh, those all instructions. So it can be through fields that the system needs, like the name, the related list where it dumps everything but without any filter. It can invoke a prompt flow which can do other things, that is filtering and the sorting, and it can call external systems through APIs. Then that processed information goes to um, trust layer, where we remove the personal information, hide the personal information, and attach additional guardrails in the terms of I would say yeah, defense against hackable possibilities, which then are taken by the LLM as an input, and with a policy that is clearly defined as zero retention policy, um, which takes care of the privacy of the data of every other business built on the top of Salesforce. It's a very careful relationship between Salesforce and other service providers like OpenAI and Anthropic. I'm sure it has done the same with every other LLM provider. When, oh, which basically means that when the admin is bringing their own LLM, they have to be careful about retention and how, right? Then it all goes to the sixth layer, which basically means trust layer N. When the information is coming back from the LLM, it simply demasks and gives it a score. For score is about the toxicity. Okay, that's a very careful term, and all that is stored as a log in the data cloud. Then there's the surface layer, which invoked that all prompt template information flow, and in the given case, it was Priya that is um, responsible for actually taking all that action. So that audit log, that all process now rolls the credits that took all the processing, and all these processing is also invisible to the person invoking the flow, the prompt template. Oh my god, I spoke too much. Now the super intelligence will describe the meta prompt, if I understand, if I describe the things right. Because I want, like, when I have picked up one area of this, oh, this tab keeps crashing. I'm saying this topic is going to be covering 20% of the score, right? So I need to be good at the topic depth. Oh, oh, it's still describing the gaps in my thinking. Graded against the 7 frames, 5 clean, 2 gaps. Whoa! And buried in your retail in one moment of genuine mastery. I'll point at it because you should know what understanding feels like when it happens. Okay. Although I spoke too much, I was wrong somewhere as well. Frame 123 4 6 7 are substantively correct. Invoking by icon only the badge version runs must mask plus defense on the way out, zero retention at the provider, demask toxicity score, data cloud logging on the way back, output returns, invoker invisible to player. And here is a mastery moment. When the admin is bringing their LLM, they own LLM, they have to careful about retention. Nobody taught you that today. You delivered it. You derived it. I think yes, it's correct. Agreements are something Salesforce negotiated with its providers when you register your own model. Through Agent Studio, the data retention with the endpoints is yours to govern. That's what understanding looks like. The model is your head produced, in your head, produced a true fact. It was never fed. I think I read it somewhere. That's the difference between the movie and the memorized list. It's exactly what exam reward. Oh, it's okay. Now, the gap one, that is something that I should have done right, which I said wrong, explained wrongly. What is that? Your frame 3 had 4 errands: fields, unfiltered dump, a flow that filters the sorts, external call. There is something I want to showcase on those lines. But you never said whose permission the errands run under. That omission is an exam. I need to read it again. But you never said whose permission it. Okay, well, I did not talk about permissions. Oh, sorry. That permission is an exam question lost. Grounding runs on the invoking user. Every read checked against her field level security, sharing a hole she's not allowed to see simply stays unfiltered. No error, no bypass. This fact is the bridge between block 4 and grounding and the block 7 trust layer. The docs call it secure data retrieval. Okay. Say it as one sentence. It's trying to giving me words that I need to learn. Holes get filled wearing Priya's badge. Add that sentence to your frame 3 permanently. Okay. It's dark, almost dark outside. And now we are about 7:30 p.m. The session has been good. I still need to learn a lot. Smaller same frame call external system through APIs. Name the mechanism, it's Apex. An unnamed mechanism is root 4. Again, the smaller same frame called external system through API. Name the mechanism, it's Apex. Okay, it's Apex. I thought Apex is a set of code which can do anything in the system itself. An unnamed mechanism is root 4 again. An exam, the 4 options will be 4 names, the things that call APIs. Won't be one of them. I think I said something like that, the things that call APIs. It says I need to understand what is an Apex. Okay, I still need to understand. I don't know yet. Something I want to showcase here. I designed a home, Salesforce home. I also created a Salesforce Specialist, Agentforce Specialist community on this platform, and it never got traction. Actually, most of the things I ever built never got traction. What I'm trying to show is the home. Ta-da-da, this home. It's a Salesforce admin house, and it has sections like the modules that the parts of the admin house, support cases, opportunity room. All these are like random. I can still design them like what I need to name them. It was a raw thought few months ago actually. Let me see the date. December 27. Okay. Then I created some videos with that dummy home. I mean, yay. I was like literally living this dream. So I often do that. I try to iterate, and this was free. This was built with the free version of Grok. Grok simply takes an input, imagine as input. Oh wow.
Agents be built as an experiment. Let's start with why. Why do you want to build agents? Why would you need agents? Why should the agents be built as an experiment? Let's start with why. Why do you want to?
Okay. So now I'm not using the paid version of Grok, and I'm not able to build more videos, but I don't have any ideas, like very careful need for the burning those. It was available for free. I'll explore them as a learning system. So I'll be using these videos probably too. Yay, good recall. So going back, I will feed this image to, let me use it. Copy image. Now, okay, it said, small frame. Gap 2, something that I should have learned earlier also. Apex was one of them. Apex not, I mean, it judged as I don't understand Apex, or yes, I did not explain that in those terms. Whose permissions, right? You still can't say what a template is in one sentence. Oh no, I think I can. I mean, a prompt template is a set of instructions that can do stuff. Let's read. You circled in it 3 times, instructions which tell the system to do stuff. It cannot take action, better explanation, but I'm not able to get there. The sentence you couldn't land is the foundation for block 1. So here it is. Two lines. I want them verbatim level automatic. Hey, I know I should understand. I should be able to explain what I understand so that I know what I understand, and I can debate about what I understand. A prompt template is a fixed set of instructions with data filled holes. Okay, it, with data filled holes that produce one piece of text when something invokes it. That produce one piece of text when something invokes it. Okay, each hole, each piece. An agent is a loop that listens, reasons, and picks an action and acts. A template is one errand, an agent runs the errand list. So when we are talking about prompt templates, there's a direct correlation with agents because they do some stuff. No, they should not be even compared, maybe. Although this use cases are going to be there that when we may be able to use an prompt, we don't actually need an agent. Agents actually use the prompts to get things done, but prompts can be used by other elements like buttons and other flows. So there's a gap, another gap hidden in my head, which Fable is not able to pick up yet. When the exam says decides autonomously, your head should answer template. Don't decide, they resolve. Okay. Micro drill to close the two gaps. Type. Don't ponder. Type. Did it say type? Frame three in two sentences. Your words must include whose permissions apply and must use the word apex. Oh my god. I don't I don't like very much like this question. It's like frame three. Let's go back to frame three. Da-da-da. Okay. Merge fields. Related list. Runs the invoking user. FLS and sharing respected. Yeah. So I will type it like that. Frame 3 fills the holes with each piece of information as a particular user with specific permissions, which can include merge lists, merge fields, okay. There is something that I want to recall. Related lists as dump and prompt flow, which can operate on the related list and provide a filter and sorting, or it can be an apex, that is a class that calls the live systems outside the system. Okay, the template versus agent distinction in one sentence, your words. Oh my god. Okay, I'm always ready for the test. So you see there's a bug in the system, the Anthropic app, that when I click, when I want to go to the step three, I'm not able to go to the step three. It just jumps out of this. Software will always have a bug. Don't trust it for your life, at least in one prompt. Template can only resolve and cannot decide, where agents are designed to decide and take action, and they are always there to listen when they are activated. So um, it's a conversational format of communication. Then the movie is yours. We go back where you are from block one, this time with the foundation under you. Okay, so now it feels that I understand a lot of things about the topic. So let's look at the guide again. I mean, let me now read the guide topics. Given business requirement, identify when it's appropriate to use prompt builder. Or I should have been through the live prompt builder more. Actually using prompt builder, but there are other things, right? So AI agents. It did not ask me to uh, write a prompt. I mean, that is the incompleteness of the Salesforce certification. I hate it. And CQ based assessment, dude. Okay, both. Has badge. 4 errands apex word in it. Template agent line. The template can only resolve it. It cannot decide. Is better than mine. Keep yours. Okay. Okay. Uh, I said template can only resolve. It cannot decide. Okay. One small correction is so it doesn't classify wrong. The prompt flow is limited to operating on related lists. A prompt flow is not limited to operating on related lists. Yes, of course. It can query anything in the organization. Yes, prompt flow. Get records on any object, apply logic, hand the result into the whole related list with the filtering is just as most common job. Okay. Prompt flow. Okay. This movie is yours now. Back to where you asked to start. So I now actually want to generate a movie with that. Uh, I mean, I wish I could. I even copied it, right? So let me just paste it. I actually want to generate a movie on this virtual set I designed some long time ago. Can you give me a prompt to be fed an image generation model? Or if you can also generate images, generate one for me with this movie. Yes, I don't know if the cloud code can generate images for me. I have not well used it for image generation. But this is the smartest version of the artificial intelligence I have right now. Point is, it should be able to generate images for me. It's still thinking, should I generate the image? I mean, let's look at the image. So I hope it asks me some questions. Dollhouse. What a set. I think it's appreciating. The cute away dollhouse style is actually perfect for the routine movie because the whole point is rooms the prompt pass through. I can't generate raster images directly, but I can go do two things. Write your production ready prompt below if you want. Run it through this video generation connected system. I oh storyboard version 7 shots for video model. I've not tried video models much, but let's start with just the or maybe in the within this conversation we will explore video model. Oh no, where am I feeding it? So I'm going to be launching chat gpt as did you tell me that admin house needs to be fed? I did not verify anything in this. 3D dollhouse, the aroma of Salesforce. Same. A warm, detailed 3D cute doll. Cut away, it's not cute. Dollhouse, the aroma of Salesforce prompt template house. Same cozy miniature style as a toy architecture set. I will feed it, I mean, without even like having that thing in the prompt. Let's see. So this is oh no, this is my prompt, and this is my context. Yay! Okay, so now this content creation part is like the best part of me, where I am like more confident now because these videos, this live stream, is now can now be converted into reels. I have not done that. My can I say my sponsor? That platform I'm using, that is StreamYard, can convert automatically these live streams into uh, short videos, and it actually did that for me. I downloaded few shots from yesterday's session. So these this generation will also help me in marketing this because I'm still looking for marketing this content, these sessions, because the funds are not there yet. It is business. It's pure business. Why, buddies? Okay, so I think today's session has been quite long. I will go back to the assessment, but I think it cannot take answers from here. But I will be able to copy. I understand. I've done that. Yesterday it happened. So when I feed, like when I start talking about something else, now when I hit submit from here, it won't take it as input. I'll have to copy and tell it take those questions and these answers and then match. Okay, now let's look at the thing. Reason by mechanism. Does this scenario describe resolving or deciding? I want to go back. Oh wow, what is that? How do I zoom into this picture? Oh, okay. Now this house, it doesn't have a forefront, but let's look at this. Front, porch, invocation. Then there's archive room, versions. Okay, active. Then there is workshop grounding. Oh, workshop grounding. Then there is One, two, three, four is disconnected. It should have been like better connected to the. But yeah, this line of connecting is like exit checkpoint, trust layer trust layer out. Okay, I like this. Entry checkpoint, trust layer in. Oh, four. After four, there's five, and five is like outside the house. Hey, uh, acha, it came out from there, then it went from. Okay, anyway, zero retention. Okay. Oh my god. Data cloud. It keeps the logs, then forefront front porch again. Delivery. Yay! This is yours. Now, uh, how do I use this? I will use it later. I will fork the conversation after some time. Okay, great part within the conversation. Now, I must take a break maybe. So that's all for today. I'll keep learning. I'll keep expanding on my systems. I'll oh, I don't know how long I was not on the screen.
as
Anyway,
dumb.
so that's all for today. It's 7:45, 47 p.m. It's 12th of July, June, 12th of June, 2026. Before 9th of July, I wish to attempt my certification and I'm still looking for sponsors. Do I understand the concepts well? Do I learn well? Do I use the artificial intelligence well? I mean, learning is a thing that I need to do it myself, like slowly. So, how it can only help me understand the gaps I'm in my thinking. That is, I would say I would call it like a meta thinking helper. Uh, AI can do that's all right, but it can do a lot which we don't even know. So let's keep exploring. In the beginning of the session, my yesterday's actually previous session was summarized by agent, and I now understand that I need to rewrite that the custom instruction in that agent uh, to generate a summary of what I learned rather than what it was designed for. My workflow has updated, so my agent, my custom agent, my Hermes agent, which is built on the top of Cloud Station, will be better used. That's all for today. Good night. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be learning more. We'll be going deeper into prompt engineering. Uh, that's all.